I have the honor of being the closing keynote, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to leave. I want to keep this going. Any of you want to keep this going? Yeah? Well, we can. I will go through the presentation. I'm not going to hold you up from lunch, I promise. But we could do Global Summit every day, and I'm going to explain how. This is a quote. Some of you have seen it. But at the end of every year, Terry Reagan, our CEO, sends out a letter to all employees. And it kind of summarizes the year and what's ahead. But the close is always this, and it's been this way for decades. We are here for all of you. It's not the other way around. Business as usual for us is not just selling a license or a subscription. You know, our relationship may start there, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end after the first support call or the first online course. We're your partner forever. And with many of you, we've been partners for decades. And if you think about it, we all have to adapt and collaborate together. The last 2.5 days has been about collaboration more than anything else. Collaborating on suddenly bears. You know, suddenly there's an opportunity or a challenge in front of us. If there's a bear in front of you, please call Susan. But if there's an opportunity or a challenge, call us. We want to be engaged. Markets around you change, technology changes, what your management wants changes, what your customers need and want changes, even what your employees want changes. So we all adapt to change together. I'd like to talk about a few stories since the last Global Summit of how we've engaged with customers. Just to highlight, we're not business as usual. We can think creatively together. This first story starts in Germany with this solution provider. We've been partners for a long time. And their business is growing, and that's good. They won a really big deal with a really big client in Sweden. The issue was that client, it's a great opportunity, they want a lot of new functionality the solution provider had in the roadmap but didn't have yet. And by the way, they want it now because they want to go live and get value right away. So the solution partners approach, their plan A approach was, we'll swarm it with developers. Developers are creative, imaginative. In fact, it's developer day, right? So we'll just send developers on site and we'll try to get it done. But it's kind of risky and it could cause delays. So we put our heads together with this solution partner from Germany. We said, are there other possibilities? Can we think about, you know, the greatness of going live and, you know, see the problem and think about a different way to approach it? And the different approach we came up with for Plan B was to say, you know, install your solution as is and put Iris next to it and build all of your new functionality and everything the customer wants and do it there. Because you know how to install your solution and get it successful quickly. And this will both satisfy the customer for getting it quick and getting what they want. So this is still a work in process, but Plan B has become the focus. So by putting our heads together, we came up with a different approach. This next story is about a large system integrator, and their market is basically public health organizations at a regional level, kind of a state level in the US, county level, that type of customer. And they're a big SI. They're not an SI we've worked with previously. So they won a contract with the California Department of Human Services, which was terrific. That's a big contract. But it called for the type of interoperability that our products provide. So they selected our products, and the next challenge became, how do we train the people in the systems integrator to make this implementation successful? And again, we thought about this together with the systems integrator. We came up with a creative approach. This is one we've used with other partners too in similar situations. We said some of your people know interoperability, just not our products. And some of your people don't know interoperability at all. So we have different learning challenges. Why don't we do an assessment of all the people involved in this project and come up with a skills learning path that meets all the roles for all the people. And we've done this with other national type of companies where we have to train large numbers, thousands of people in a short period of time. And that training involves videos, online learning, we have a lot of that, classroom training, and other creative approaches. So this has become our focus, working with this SI to make this project successful. And it's not finished yet, but it's on its way. This story is about going the extra mile. In fact, this one's going an extra 2,500 miles. So this is an interesting story. So we have a solution partner. They have a new opportunity, happens to be in Saskatchewan, Canada. And the solution partner's CTO is talking to our account manager about a specific meeting, right? And this is an important meeting. If this meeting doesn't go well, they won't get the deal. The problem was the CTO had a conflict. So the solution partner couldn't be there to talk about the technology stack. So the account manager said, you know what? I can go talk about the technology stack. I can help you out. And that's what he did. So our account manager sat in for the CTO from the solution partner. And I guess the meeting went really, really well because the prospect invited our account manager to go offsite and join them for their holiday party. I think they got the business, but we weren't there to sell us. We were there to help our partner. And going an extra 2,500 miles, that's nothing. We were happy to do that. We have a large-scale urgent care partner out of New York City. They're going through a merger, so now they're going to be an urgent care center throughout most of the northern US. So they're kind of spinning things up very, very quickly. They have a lot of expertise in cloud, and interoperability is kind of the key thing that we do together. But the CIO said, how can we make sure that we scale up as fast as possible without having issues? How can we make this smooth? So we sat in a room together, a group of people, and came up with an approach. Even though they have a great cloud operations team, I wouldn't expect that team to know every little detail about our products. So we know that, and we do managed services, and we have cloud. So why don't we take some of the things we've learned, the tools, the monitoring, so forth, why don't we just put that adjacent to what their cloud operations team is doing? And that worked really effectively. So far, we've avoided 3 outages in that environment by working together. That's not business as usual. And this last story is about expansion. We're a worldwide company. This is not a geopolitical map, by the way, just there to illustrate we have people everywhere. So we have a very successful EMR partner in China, and they focus on the public health market. Very successful. They are looking at maybe selling into other markets where there aren't EMRs, Indonesia and so forth. They haven't made any decisions yet, by the way, but they're talking to our sales, marketing team, clinicians who understand how healthcare works in those regions. And they're using that information to make an assessment of whether or not they want to branch into those markets. What we'd love to see most is all of you expand throughout all of the world. That would be incredible. So as you're thinking about these new things in front of you, think of us. So we can help in lots of different ways. Starting with Education and certification. We've done a lot to partner with lots and lots of customers of all sizes, small to very, very large. We can come up with creative training programs that develop skills, and if you're interested in assessing those skills through certification, we have a legally defensible certification process. We have solution architects that can look at the architecture of what you're building and give you input. We have capacity planning, so if you're looking at infrastructure and how it's going to scale up, we have a ton of experience doing that and people to help you through that. We've been talking about innovating all week. I think you can see that we are eager to innovate with you. We can help you take an application that's been around for a while and help you optimize it. We know a thing or two about interoperability, so I won't say much there. Customer service is in our genes, it's their DNA. It's not just product support. It's every InterSystems person in this room is here to help you. Our mindset about helping our customers and not worrying about money, not worrying about other things, our focus is on helping you. And you've seen some of the results of marketing together with customers. We're not only helping startups be successful, we want to help all of you. So if there's an opportunity to put together, a video that explains your business, the value you bring to your customers, talk to us. And lastly, we hear about opportunities. A company needs somebody with a certain skill. We may know of somebody. We're happy to talk to your recruiting department or to talk to you if you have staffing needs. Can't say we're not a recruiting company. We can't fill positions, but we have a network of people, and you can leverage that network. And occasionally that helps us too. So if you have a bear in front of you, an opportunity or a challenge, engage with us. That's the call to action. If we do that, we'll have that global summit experience every single day. As you might know, I am passionate about helping people, and we're getting the word out through social media. But it's not about me. It's about kind of the DNA of the company, things you've been hearing this week, from Terry to all the other presentations about how we like to help. I'm being transparent and sharing that information through LinkedIn and other social media. So if you haven't gone to LinkedIn or other social media, if you look me up, you'll get to blogs, podcasts, newsletters, posts, things that explain some of the insights and some of the principles about the company, but also what we're doing with customers to help our customers. So the series is called Inspired Service, and it's not just my inspiration. It's about what inspires me, all the InterSystems people out here, and all of you. I've talked to a lot of you this week about some of the amazing things that are happening. It's really impressive. So before we finish, I want to highlight the special people that have this green lanyard. Could everybody with the green lanyard hold it up, please? Hold it way up high so people can see it. These are the people that planned this event, that made everything go so smoothly, and also made it a really fun event. And to all of them, a round of applause, please. It's a lot of work and a lot of planning, and I really appreciate what they do. And with that, I thought I had one more slide. Yes, I forgot to mention, it's not just Developer Day. I actually fact-checked this. It's also Chocolate Ice Cream Day. So please join us if you're still here at 3:15. Is that correct? 3:15? Join us for ice cream. We have more sessions this afternoon, of course. We're not quite done yet, but please join us. And lastly, I want to thank all of you for coming here. Some of you came a very long way. I hope it's really valuable for you to be here. We get a lot out of it by hearing what you have to say. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your business. Thank you for your trust. Thank you.